bad moon rising. I see trouble on the way. I see earthquakes and lightning. I see bad times today. Don't come round tonight. Well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. I hear hurricanes blowing. I know the end is coming soon, and I fear rivers overflowing. I hear the voice of rage and ruin. Don't come round tonight. Well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. We got to things together. Hope you are quite prepared to die. Looks like we're in for nasty weather. One eye is taken for an eye. Don't come round tonight. Well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Don't come round tonight. Well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise.
Hello and welcome to the Purgatorians cast interviews. In this series, you shall be able to find out more information about the cast, what other projects they are currently working on, as well as their views about the character in the show. Today we have Milica, who voices Patricia Anderson in the show. Thank you, Milica, for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me here. I really appreciate this.
What was your initial response when you read through the synopsis of the Purgatorians and the cast of characters involved?
I'm a big fan of horror, like any kind of horror, movies, games, books, etc. So pretty much as soon as I saw Purgatorians and the genre it will be covering, I knew that I had to audition for this project because I love this sort of thing. It was impossible for me to skip out on it. As for the cast, I mean, they just kind of seemed like a bunch of at least, normal people doing normal things. And I think that's possibly the most interesting kind of horror you can go through or put people through. You know, just people minding their own business and being put into these impossible, horrifying situations.
What can you tell us of the story of the show, the themes, and such?
What can I tell you? I don't think I should tell you anything. I think you should go just give it a listen. because anything I tell you I feel will like ruin the experience, at least from my point of view. I like going to things completely blind, so I think that's what you should do. It'll be a better experience that way, but it's horror, it's gory, it's depressing. That's the baseline of what you need to know.
In your opinion, why will people want to listen to this show? What would keep them coming back for the next episode?
The same reason you come back to a good, thriller novel, It's the suspense, the cliffhangers. You want to know what happens next and stuff. Keeping it under wraps, not wanting to say anything further as I've been during the interview, but you'll keep coming back because you want to know what happens next. It'll bother you, I'm sure.
Why did you want to take part in such a large project?
Well, as mentioned before, I love pretty much anything horror, and being honest, it's a good opportunity, so of course I'd love to take part in such a project.
Tell the viewers something about your character you are voicing.
Something about Patricia? She is just a mom, trying her best to take care of Sophia and to be there for her husband in a situation that's just kind of, not nice. I'm not really sure what else to tell you. You should just kind of go listen to the show to find out more, but she is just a mom trying her best, and I'm sure some people would say, oh, well, that sounds very simple, too boring, etc., but I think that's perfect for this sort of thing, Just a girl or just a guy living their life suddenly thrown into an apocalypse.
What do you feel will be the hardest part about bringing your character to life?
The hardest part? the screaming. There's obviously going to be lots of screaming because, there are monsters and stuff, and that's definitely the hardest part. It's kind of painful.
If your character is to die in the show, how would you want this to happen?
Quick and painless, so I don't have to scream much. Really, would anyone want anything other than quick and painless?
If you could have chosen any character, male or female, who would it be and why?
I more than likely would have stuck to Patricia because I enjoy those, more on the mature side ladies. They just suit my tone of voice well, and it means that it's easier to project myself onto the character rather than having to play up a more high-pitched voice or something like that. But if I could, choose anything at all, probably would have picked some kind of antagonist without saying much.
How much input do you have in the show? And does the creator of the show keep you informed about the decisions being made?
The creator keeps us plenty informed about pretty much any big decisions he makes, and we have ample opportunities to provide feedback and stuff, it seems pretty fair to me.
What inspired you to become a voice actor?
I wouldn't say anything inspired me. It was kind of something that I just literally decided on a quote-unquote whim after being stuck in a kind of place where I really just didn't know what I wanted to do with my life for the longest time. And then one day I was just like, I could try this. And so I did. And I found that I really, really loved and still do love doing this. So I was like, well, why don't I just try making a career out of this? At least I found something that makes me happy, because people always tell you that you're supposed to find some passion to chase in life or a career you like, etc. And for me, I never had anything like that. Nothing clicked until I tried voice acting. On that note, I do want to clarify that when I say I started voice acting on a whim, I'm not trying to sound like this complete, ditzy, airheaded type of person who just didn't think this through, because I know how difficult voice acting is. I've very much thought this through, and I've already run into situations from the little I've been working on my career. And, without going too much into my personal life, I'm very much ready for anything it throws my way, because it just makes me that happy to do voice acting.
Is this your first show, or have you done other voice acting projects?
This is my first show on this big of a scale, but I have done some other, more amateurish, unpaid projects. So, technically this is my first big, quote-unquote, show.
In your opinion, what separates this show from others that you have done?
Well, like I said, I don't have that much experience to say what separates it, but for now, something that stands out to me is that the director is a very professional, polite type of person, which I really appreciate. Because, when you're just starting out with voice acting, you run into a lot of questionable things, so it's really refreshing when you stumble upon someone who is just very to the point, professional, well organized. It's really nice.
Any plans for after the show ends?
Plans after? I'm going to continue building my career as I have, And if the director wants to have me do any other type of work for him, I'd be very happy to. I've enjoyed working with Paul very much.
Where can people find you if they are interested in your work and want to know more, or possibly hire you?
I pretty much go by Milica Radovanović on all of my platforms. First thing you should find is my website, and through that you can pretty much find any relevant links. The only social media I really spend time on right now is Twitter, or X. Unfortunately, not unfortunately. It's just kind of what I'm used to, so. But I would be very happy if you wanted to hire me.
Imagine you are your character. Any final words from them to the viewers?
Final words? From Patricia? I don't know. So what would a mom say? Something like, eat your vegetables? I can't really think of anything good without going into spoiler territory, so I'll just give you final words from me. Stay persistent, whatever you're doing. I could see her saying something like that too.
Thank you, Milica, for joining us, and I wish you and your character every success in both the show and your future roles.
Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure.
If you at home would like to take a look at the other projects Milica has worked on, is currently working on, and for any further information, please check the description of the video. If you would like to support the show, Patreon members will receive 1 week ad-free and uncensored early access to all shows, amongst other benefits such as exclusive director and cast commentary videos, and the ability to be credited in the description if you would like to submit your reactions and they are chosen for a montage video. As well as much more, please feel free to look at the rewards in the tiers there. Next week we have Michael McGeekin joining us, who voices Billy Castleton, to give us their opinions on their character, the show, and other projects they have worked on. I hope you will join us. Until then, goodbye.
For all I've been blessed with in this life, there was an emptiness in me. I was imprisoned by the power of gold. With one kind touch you set me free. Let the world stop turning, let the sun stop burning, let them tell me love's not worth going through. If it all falls apart, I will know deep in my heart the only dream that mattered had come true. In this life, I was loved by you. For every mountain I have climbed, I was loved by you. I know that I won't live forever, but forever I'll be loving you. Let the world stop turning, let the sun stop burning, let them tell me love's not worth going through. If it all falls apart, I will know deep in my heart the only dream that mattered had come true. In this life, I was loved